Good morning, everyone. My name is Simon Fune, and welcome to another live broadcast here on the Ministry Media Success Facebook group. I want to use this opportunity. I'm expecting someone to come in where we're going to do some live coaching with. But while I'm waiting for that, I thought let me quickly just share some news and some guidelines, etc. The first thing that I want to say is, we are celebrating 92 members in our group today. So very excited about that. 92 members already. So we're 8 members away from our group being 100, and obviously by that we'll find some way to celebrate. That's going to be really, really cool. Then the second thing is, in the last week, it became very difficult to kind of manage the group because we needed to just check, okay, what exactly is the relationship like? So the expectations that we have need to be very clear. So what's going to happen is I want to quickly open up the screen here just so I can go through, every community needs guidelines. And so that's what I wanted to just go. Hi for those that are watching. We're celebrating 92 members today in our group, and we're going to hopefully do a live coaching session in a minute. I'm just waiting for someone to come up. But while we're doing that, let's quickly talk about guidelines in the group. And I'm going to quickly share my screen because I want to just quickly run through them. All right. And I'm going to share the screen here, and I want to open up this. Right. And so let me just see what that looks like for you. Give me a second. Okay, good. All right, so let's go through the guidelines here. So I don't want to say this is really group rules, but they are guidelines, and they're just things that's just going to help us make sure that this platform is successful. And I want to share just why these things have been put in place. So number one is, I want you to see this place as a place that you can learn and develop. So two things that we highly encourage is asking questions about your media for your ministry. Like, how can we help you? Do you have any questions? And this week, I've done some posts where I shared with the community questions like, what is holding you back for your videos? Do you think a podcast would work to build your ministry, etc.? We had great feedback so far, and obviously we'll keep on doing that. So post. What I actually want is, I want you to post questions on the platform, right? And the functionality that we've been using this week was, it's actually an asking functionality. So next week I'll try and use it better, where I say, okay, today let's talk about this, or open, or whatever, post your questions below, because that's where I can really give a lot of value to you is by answering those questions and making it relevant. Great things this week, we spoke about, for instance, internet radio, and a lot of people were asking questions, and there was a lot of feedback. And so I posted a YouTube playlist on that shows you exactly how that works. And then others posted their stuff. So I think we had a great first week as a community and a platform. And so I encourage you to ask those questions in the group. Two reasons for that. One is I'll see it and I'll reply and I'll answer to you. And the second reason is so the community can learn from your questions. So you ask a question, I answer it. There might be a little bit of interaction, and the community wins. The second thing is, I want you to share your media on the Facebook group, on our group. So if you have a video that you've done and you post it up, right? I want you to post it up, not because you want to increase the views on the platform. There's a big difference between those. I want you to post a video and talk to us. This, like, it must be an authentic post that you really want feedback. So post the video and say, hey guys, we just did this video. This was the reason why. This is what we wanted to do. Give us your feedback. And so not just me, but everybody else can also give their feedback. But that is what this platform is for. So you can get value from a community where we learn from each other, etc. And so the other four things are really the kind of don'ts in the group. That's like, feel free to post your media, but let it be intentionally to ask for reviews and feedback, etc. And the other things speak about why, what, and why not. So next one is, don't share your live streams and videos here to increase your views. All right. And the reason why is that's not what this group is for. All right. So I've had a couple of interactions with members this week. This is not another distribution channel, and you'll see that number 4 there. I don't want you to see this as a platform where you can put your content on so that more people can see it. Number 3, no ministry posts. And it sounds counterintuitive. I don't want you to post a message or a thing in the group because you want to preach the gospel, you want to get people saved, etc. Why? Because this platform, the people here are already saved. They are already in ministry. So if you have an evangelical post that you want to get people saved, etc., I love that. I love those posts. But that's not what the group is for. Do you get what I'm saying? And then lastly, very important, please don't post and ask for funding for things. That's also not what the group is for. So, and the reason why I put these things in place as guidelines is because I want this to be a valuable platform. The moment that we let all these things just happen, it's just another group with a lot of noise in it. And I want it to be focused on ministry media. I want to help you grow your ministry through your media. I hope that is valuable and it makes sense. I'm going to stop sharing there and see if we have our guest in here yet. Not yet, all right? And so that's what the group is for. So 2 things. We are celebrating the fact that we are already 92 members here. And for those that are watching on the YouTube channel, that is kind of just for you as well. I would, if I want to do these live videos and on my channel, people watch that and they can do Q&A as well. And we can actually provide value in that way. So that is a big kind of just encouragement that I want to do. I wanted to share it with you so that you understand what the group is for and what everything is for. There was a post this week that I wanted to, let me just open it up. There was a post this week which I really loved, and that maybe is an example of what can this be. Okay, and so I'm going to do that, right? And I'm going to go to kind of the ad that I wanted you to see. Okay, so obviously you can see that, right? And I don't know how to make it. I don't think I can make it bigger than that. And so this is kind of what this video is actually about. So Onye, I'm abbreviating your name. I hope it's not a violation. I hope it's not too bad. But Onye has posted this up, and he said, please help us publicize it. Okay, so 2 things. Here, instead of me sharing it for you, which is, I just explained, that's not what the group is for, I can maybe just talk about, let's discuss the objectives and then talk about how can you get more visibility on this. And so I've got a couple of ideas, and that is kind of what we'll be talking about today as soon as my guest comes in. I see there are some people on the call, so I would love to encourage you. This is about you. I'm here to serve you, and I want to help you. So would you please go and number 1, you'll see there's a link just above this video that says that your name will not appear in the comments unless you go and give StreamYard permission. So first, click on that link, give them permission to use your name, and then come back and just I want you to type, post a question in the stream below this video. Just post a question if you'd like, and I would like to answer your questions in this live call. I'm going to do these regularly. I'm going to try and book them for the same time every week. This was just an impromptu call because I wanted to just give Onye some feedback on his post and his media. So please go ahead and post your questions, and I would love to interact with you and give you value. I see the streams increasing, so would you go and share? Maybe while I'm waiting for you to ask questions, I can maybe go through some of the content that we spoke of this week and just teach. Maybe Anya is not here, so maybe I can also go through kind of the things that Anya has done. So for those that are here, I want to honor you and I want to give you value. So let me go through some of the posts that we've done this week, and we can just talk about that a little bit. I'm going to look at the questions that people have asked, etc., and then we can go from there. All right. So you can see my screen, and so let me go through it a little bit. Again, if you just joined, we're celebrating 92 members today, and very excited about that. And so the first question that I asked is, would your ministry benefit from being on internet radio? And so there's a couple questions here. So I don't want to go through these because I want to give context and just say kind of what this is about. So here, Kenneth said, will my ministry benefit? I'm preparing what I needed to help with in this December. So my feedback here was, yes, I believe that you'll benefit. And I shared here that in Uganda, there are 2 churches that I know of that tripled their ministry growth with radio. And so this will be great, but you got to focus on your community. So maybe rather a podcast, but there is a lot of ways that you can do that. And to help you as a community member, you'll see at the bottom, I've posted a playlist on YouTube with a couple of videos that will help you kind of just work through the mindset there and what is it. Wuta then said, I'm new to the idea. Can I get a chance to know what it means? How does it work? And so, yes, the playlist has been posted there. Patrick said he needs it. So, Patrick, there is obviously a playlist for you. And okay, let's move on from this because I see there's not a questions there. Next question was, what are the barriers for you to start doing video in your ministry? And so Godfrey said the technical know-how. And so Godfrey, I've got a platform called Ministry Media Mastery where we teach people all the technical know-how, the content creation, the actual production, all those kind of things. And we can do a session on this, like I said. So let me prepare for that. I'll write it down. And I'll see that we do maybe a teaching or a webinar on that. Okay, and I'll draw some of the content out. Can you support me, the necessary instruments? Yes, again, in my program, but we'll do a video on what exactly you need and what does that look like. Wuta said, I don't have a camera. Well, Wuta, that's really easy. I believe, and what have I done now? I have just killed the stream. Okay. Again, if you have any questions, please post them. I'd love to interact with you. Let me just go back and try and find the posts that I've been talking about. Okay. Onye, I believe Onye is coming. And yeah, so Anya, I'm waiting for you. All right. right, while I'm waiting for Anya to come in, I just want to open the group here again and see that we kind of share that. All right, Ministry Media Success. I think we were talking about video. We were going through those questions. So just give me a second. So when you're doing live broadcast, the bandwidth is very low. Okay, there's obviously this video here. Okay, there's the question: internet radio, video. All right, and so let me talk about that for a minute. Video specifically. You know, we use a method where we focus on doing video as a primary content format, and then out of that we can change that, we can convert that to an audio, which saves you time and effort. Then we can take the audio, we can transcribe it. So you can, if you go into video, you can actually get a lot out from your efforts. Pastor Osundwa says technical experience and financial support. So those are things that you can circumvent, and we'll talk about that. I think maybe we'll take these questions in a session, and we'll go and break that apart. Unclear coverage. Okay, let's look at the next one. Would your community benefit from hosting a podcast? That was today. No questions yet, so we will obviously talk about that. And then we've got this piece of content by Philip Miner. I'm still setting up a session with him. Okay, I'm just trying to get Anya set up here. I'm trying to get Anya into the call. Right. Again, if you are I've got a client that posted a question here. Batty says, what is the importance of tabs? Batty, if you can clarify that for me, I'll appreciate it, just so that I know kind of what tabs are you talking about. Remember, websites have menu tabs. There are tabs. What kind of tabs are you talking about? Exactly where? Thank you. I'm waiting for Anya to come into the group because we have scheduled where we're going to speak a little bit about her content. All right, I'm just waiting for Anya to come through. All right, so that's videos. We spoke a little bit about that. Okay, so let me open the content here, and then I'll wait and see if Anya comes in. Just give me a second. going to share my screen again because I want to get to that content. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I know Anya is struggling to get in. So Anya, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just I'm going to periodically look if you're coming into the call, but I'm going to find your video or your post, and then I'll kind of discuss that, and then when you get in, we'll talk about it. Otherwise, I'm struggling to find your post now. Let me see if I can get it into in the history. Okay, Patty is asking here when you post different words allowing wider search. So beyond the leadership, Patty, those are hashtags, and the what we're looking at these days, especially on Instagram, hashtags are not that effective anymore. But there are hashtags are used um, on YouTube. So hashtag is like a URL. So if you want conversations about beyond the ship, for instance, you click on that hashtag, and you're going to see all the conversations. There are platforms or tools like Tagboard, for instance, where you put the hashtags in and you can see all the conversations around a certain hashtag. So hashtags are more to search content that's around the same thing rather than, so it helps you be found, definitely. But hashtags um, are not just one strategy. It's part of a bigger strategy. And let's see if Anya is in yet. Nope. Okay. So Anya says she is struggling to get in, and I'm struggling to open the content here. Okay. Let me just see here. We're going through the content of this week. And I think Anya posted it somewhere in one of the comment sections. I think it may be in here. Okay, I'm struggling to get your content on here. Apologize for that. Okay, I think I'm going to end this call. Yeah, I'm going to redo the call, just giving the update on the teaching I did before, because there's a lot of white space in this video. Thank you for those that are watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to redo this video and just talk about the group kind of guidelines, etc. And we'll try and get the call with Anya done at a later stage. Thank you.